I'm Jane Tenquist, partner at Myerson and head of the family department. The court has very wide discretion to determine how assets are divided on divorce. The first consideration is the welfare of any child under the age of 18. The court also has a statutory duty to consider to what extent the parties can become financially independent of each other at the time of the divorce or as swiftly as possible thereafter. The court also has a statutory duty to consider the factors laid out in Section 25 of the Matrimonial Causes Act 1973 when determining to what extent assets should be divided between the parties, and those are factors such as the length of the marriage, the respective ages of the parties, whether there are any children under the age of 18 or in education, the standard of living enjoyed by the parties during the course of the marriage, the income and earning capacity of both parties to the marriage and the potential for improvement, the capital resources of the marriage, conduct if it's so bad that it's difficult to ignore it, and the loss of any benefit that by virtue of the divorce one party to the marriage would lose the chance of acquiring. The family home that was occupied by the husband and wife during the course of the marriage will always be regarded as matrimonial property. Non-matrimonial assets mean gifts or inheritances received by one party to the marriage, or assets acquired before the marriage. Non-matrimonial assets are not generally divided equally between the parties, save to meet needs. A prenuptial agreement is a really good way of protecting wealth accumulated prior to marriage. A clean break order means that there is no provision in the financial order on divorce for ongoing spousal maintenance. The court has a statutory duty to determine to what extent it's feasible for the parties to the marriage to become financially independent of each other at the time of the divorce or shortly thereafter. Myerson is not a niche family practice, it's an all-service law firm. That means that solicitors in the family department work very closely with specialist solicitors elsewhere in the firm so that you as the client receive the best commercially sound advice when it comes to advising you in relation to how divorce affects your business, your property, and your private wealth and your income. All members of the family department at Myerson are members of Resolution, which is a national body of family lawyers who are committed to resolving practical issues stemming from the breakdown of a marriage in as non-confrontational a way as possible. In addition, all members of the team are accredited with Resolution in either mediation, complex financial remedies, children work or injunction work. Sometimes people need assistance in relation to payment of their legal fees, and we can always discuss that with you and arrange litigation finance